All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to the whole elect of the tabernacles of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, whomever you may be, wherever you may be, Shalom, Yahshua, Shalom. Right, we're going to get into an AI chat. It's going to be super brief because this article here is not too long. Or I guess depending on the video. I don't think the video is long. I haven't watched it yet. Not even sure if it's going to play. But this is a post that I saw sometime yesterday. I forget who put it up, but anyways, a post that I saw sometime yesterday, and I believe this goes back to maybe a couple weeks now, supposedly, a couple weeks old. But hey, I'm just hearing about it, and we go into these things, right? This is the whole point of the AI chats, all right? And as we always mention, 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. All right. And these are one of the many devices, one of the many lying signs and wonders, the false miracle. Or that, yeah, well, you use false miracles because, on the left hand side, everything is a false miracle because it's through technology. All right. So these are one of these lying signs and wonders mentioned in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And there's so many. All right. Every time you turn around, Esau's creating some new left-handed thing to replicate what the Lord is doing on the right-hand side. And as we always mention, you have the magic genie, all right, conversing with the dead. I call it digital necromancy. You have the alter ego, where you can ask the computer a question with your mind, and it will search it out, and the computer will give you feedback, which is a form of so-called psychic abilities. They also have another one dealing with that with the with Neuralink. Okay, they had 2 patients. They're probably going to get some more real soon. As soon as we hear about it, we'll talk about it because I know they're coming. Well, yeah, and part of and they actually call it telepathy. Okay, but yeah, part of that device is to use telepathy because he was moving the mouse on the screen, not the actual mouse that you hold in your hand, on the the mouse in your hand that controls the pointer on the screen, which is also called the mouse, right? Or more so known as the pointer, but it's connected to the mouse. It's not talking about the actual mouse. It's talking about the pointer on the screen, moving that with his mind. So you typing stuff in and then you click enter. He's doing all that with his mind, moving the pointer on the laptop. Also, able to give people, the ability to walk again and stuff like that. Oh, ooh, yep, the one recently. I mean, it wasn't recent because this is kind of old technology too, but giving eyesight to the blind. All right. That's come out. We talked about that recently, I believe, with new updates, because that actually has been out for a while. Get eyesight to the blind, and there's probably other things I'm not even thinking of right now. But there's so many different technologies Esau's creating on the left hand side, as we mentioned before, to replicate things that the Lord has done on the right hand side through true signs and wonders. So let's get into it. It says Bay Area startup. And this is just, I don't know, it's just ABC7, I guess. I didn't even check because, like, if you punch it in, you're gonna get plenty sites. I was gonna go with the New York Post one, but I didn't like that one. I chose this one simply because it has a video in it. But I don't know if the video is gonna play. We're gonna see. But yeah, it says Bay Area startup claims it developed two-way communication between people via dreams. All right, and we know Job tells us in Job 33, somewhere around 13, 14, somewhere around there, that the Lord will visit individuals in dreams at night while they sleep to program what it is that you're going to do for the next day. Okay? And so here you have Esau trying to do what the Lord is doing, the replication, right? On the left-hand side, he's trying to enter into people's dreams, because if he's able to make the technology where 2 individuals can meet in a dream, I'm pretty sure he's monitoring the dream that they're having. Okay? So he's playing the Lord on the left-hand side, which goes back to Isaiah 14, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. He wants to call himself I am. And his digital system, more so, namely the micro C-HIP, that is his means of trying to achieve that goal. When I say his, I'm not talking about a single person. I'm talking about the banking families. All right. So yeah, it claims it developed two-way communication between people via dreams. Bay Area startup RimSpace says it has unlocked, so that's the company RimSpace, says it has unlocked a way for communication between humans during sleep through lucid dreaming. All right. Redwood City, Cali, A Bay Area startup says it has unlocked a way for communication between humans during sleep. The Redwood City startup says it reached the milestone of September 24th with the technology that linked two people in a lucid dream state. It achieved the communication again in October. And if I didn't mention, I think I did, but yeah, as the scriptures say, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. So it says lucid dreaming is a state in which you're asleep, but also aware you're dreaming. Last time I checked, that was called astral projection. It's pretty much the same thing there. Astral projection. It's similar. It's similar. I'll say that. Lucid dreaming is a state in which you're asleep, but also aware you're dreaming. Okay, and that's what the Lord does on the right hand side when He gives people visions. All right, like of Jacob's trouble or other things. All right, you know, and you can feel the experience, and a lot of times you're not even afraid. Okay, but you're very aware of what's happening in the dream, though you don't understand it. Okay, you watch. So when the prophets, man, oh man, you know, you want to talk about it, man. But goodness, when you read the scripture, you read how the prophets, you know, seem discombobulated sometimes. Well, until a vision happens to you, you don't understand what it truly feels like. Okay, you're unable to understand what it is that you're seeing, though it's like you're fully awake and aware of what was going on. Okay. It says Michael Raduga is CEO of RimSpace and showed pictures and of participants. Okay, what's this world? X laser. Anyway, it says, for example, when this participant found himself in a lucid dream, our server sent him a random word, so nobody knew what word it would be. And in a lucid dream, he replied, Radigan said, while pointing to a board with the participant's pictures on it. Our server detected his reply and confirmed that it was right. And when the next person found herself in a lucid dream, we sent his answer to her, and she repeated it as well. You see? Playing God, man. Entering into people's dreams. Says that word was based on what's called the Remyo language. Radigan says the communication is achieved through a special device that attaches itself to different areas of the head. There you go, playing with the brain waves again. All right. It says the software translates facial and electrical impulses. Oh, we talk about that all the time, right? You see? Electrical impulses. We talk about that all the time when we talk about, these brain hips, all right? Because it has to connect to your nerves and, and your system runs off of electrical signals, right? When you blink your eyes or when you snap your finger, when you wiggle your toe, those are electrical signals sent to that system down there in your toe, and it shoots back up to your brain, and then the action happens. So you can't even imagine how quick that happens, because the moment you wiggle your toe, you immediately wiggle your toe. So imagine how fast the signal is firing off for it to go down to your toe, back to your brain, and then you wiggle your toe. It's unimaginable, man, beyond our wildest dreams. And that's why the scriptures tell us there's no searching of the Lord and truly understanding. We get an idea of what the Heavenly Father is about, okay? But we can't truly understand Him, all right, through just the scriptures alone. He has to give that to us, all right? And then may be revealed in the kingdom. But as of now, we only have the scriptures, and that's good enough, okay? So it says, Radigan says the communication is achieved through a special device that attaches itself to different areas of the head. The software translates facial and electrical impulses into the Remyo sounds via earbuds. When you talk, I just saw an article on that. The smiling robot has a face covered in living skin. The post was talking about it being weird. Anyways, it says when you talk in this language in your dreams, we can hear you and we can connect two dreamers together. He said, yeah, playing I am. All right. Taking what one person is saying and injecting it into another person via dream waves or whatever, you want to call it. And I'm going to look that up too, the Remyos or whatever it says, sequence or something. It says, Radica says his fascination with dream control goes back to his teens. He made headlines last year when he had surgery to put a chip into his brain in order to test brain stimulation during lucid dreaming. The chip was later removed. Radica's been working on that. I bet when he removed, and there was a ton of information on this guy as well as the experiment. It says he made headlines last year which all they have to do is just go upload it to their system and pull it up and search it out as data. All right. Anyways, it says he made headlines last year when he had surgery to put a chip into his brain in order to test brain stimulation during lucid dreaming. The chip was later removed. Rodriguez has been working on this specific project for the last few years, bringing the operation to the Bay Area from Russia, Mother Russia, right? Okay, 5 months ago. San Francisco scientists using AI in hopes to better treat cancer. Yeah, machines and stuff like that do things that surgeons can't do with their hands. Okay. So it says now people in different countries are participating in the study. Rodriguez says he submitted his work for peer review and is now looking for locals to participate in further studies who are experienced in lucid dreams or can potentially be. He foresees the technology and techniques helping people with mental health issues or reducing nightmares and phobias. That's not up to you, man. Okay, that's not up to you. Okay, that's up to the Lord. Maybe He wants you to experience, having some bad tuna, right? It says he says it could even be used for skills training. Where they show you that at? In the Matrix. All that stuff going on. I know Kung Fu. Show me. Right? Now, I'm not saying you're going to go in there and learn Kung Fu from a dream, but who's to say, who's going to stop these devils from searching this thing out? Right? If I can learn how to operate some machinery in a dream, what's to stop me from learning different skills that are not job related? Makes you think, right? So it says, in a few years, technologies like this will be as common as your cell phone, of course, because that very same cell phone, your identification card, your driver's license or whatever, your medical cards or your records and all those things, your credit cards and debit cards and whatever else, all those will be inside of your body via the micro C-hip. In a few years, technologies like this will be as common as your cell phone. People won't be able to imagine their life without this. And it's not going to be a few years. It's going to be sooner than what we would believe, because the Lord is really moving prophecies. It says because it will make their life so much more vibrant. That's called one word, and we say it all the time: convenience, man. And we can say that, man, Esau's making some cool stuff here. But what is the outcome of these devices, man? That's why the scriptures tell you, never trust thy enemy. Okay? After all this he's done, all this convenience he's created for you, at the end, he will declare his wickedness, man. So, that's why also the scriptures say, if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. Which ain't too hard to say in this case. He's making a lot of convenient things, but this ain't an unwilling convenience. This is specifically to usher in people moving into his digital age. Let's keep going. It says, because it will make their life so much more vibrant, so different, he said, it will improve the quality of their life so much that people won't imagine their life without technologies like this. We just need to improve them, and it's just a matter of time. And we say this all the time. We talk about the XR, the VR, and the AR. All they need to do is get you to want to use it. They already have all the knowledge of how to keep you immersed in it. We just got to get you in it. Once we get you in it, we know how to keep you there. We already created the means to keep you there. We just got to get you in it. That's where PR comes in. All right. Make you feel like you need this thing and you want it so bad. That's where the public relations come in at. Okay. Learn more about REM space here. So that was the end of that. Just a bunch of other stuff. So what we'll do, I look up that term last just in case I can't get back to this article and we lose it somehow. First, I'll see if this video is going to play, and then we'll go and try to get that word. Yours, whatever it was, we'll get it. And he's probably going to say the same thing in this video that was said, in the article. But I like reading the article. It's only 2 minutes long. So, Lord, will we be able to play it? Let's see. Like I said, a lot of times with these articles, they don't want to play. Make sure this volume's up.
Listen to this. A Bay Area startup says they've unlocked a way for communication between humans during sleep.
I mean, can you imagine? It is a wild claim, very provocative. And ABC 7 News reporter Zach Fuentes got a look at the technology behind it.
In the age of smartphones and social media, there's no shortage of ways to communicate, while completely conscious. But now a Redwood City startup called REM Space says it's developed a way for people to communicate while asleep, a milestone it reached on September 24th with technology that linked two people in a lucid dream state. That's when you're asleep but aware you're dreaming. Michael Raduga is CEO of REM Space.
Our server sent him a random word, so nobody knew what word would be. And in a lucid dream, he replied. Our server detected his reply, confirmed that it was right. And when the next person found herself in a lucid dream, we sent his answer to her, and she repeated it as well.
That word was based on what's called the Remio language. Raduga says the communication is achieved through this device that I got to try on for myself. The software translates facial and electrical impulses into those Remio sounds via earbuds.
When you talk in this language in your dreams, we can hear you and we can connect two dreamers together.
Raduga says his fascination with dreams goes back to his teens. He made headlines last year when he had surgery to put a chip into his brain in order to test brain stimulation during lucid dreaming. The chip was later removed. Raduga's been working on this specific project for the last few years, bringing the operation to the Bay Area from Russia 5 months ago. Now, people in different countries participating in the study. Raduga says he submitted his work for peer review and is now looking for locals to participate in further studies. He foresees the technology and techniques helping people with mental health issues or reducing nightmares and phobias. It could even be used for skills training. To the average viewer at home watching, why should they care about this? As fascinating as this is on the surface, why should they care?
Yeah, because just in a few years, technologies like this will be as common as your cell phone. It will improve the quality of their life so much that people won't imagine their life without technologies like this. We just need to improve them, and it's just a matter of time.
In Redwood City, Zach Fuentes, ABC 7 News.
All right, so that's the end of that. And forgive my language, but I gotta say it bluntly. This is Esau, trying to so-called heal the world, and he's fucked up, man. Okay? If that ain't the devil, man, you gotta show me, man. If it ain't him, what's that, Job 9 and 2024? All right, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If that ain't the devil, all right, who is he, man? Okay? Spoken about in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. If he ain't the devil, who is he, man? Okay? Let me see if I can find that word in here, and we'll, because he mentioned it too, but he didn't really say much on it. Here it is, the Remio language, okay? So let's Google punch this right quick, and we'll close it out. So Remio is a language, developed by sleep expert Michael Raduga to enable communication between people during lucid dreams. The language is based on facial muscle movements that occur during REM sleep, and the deepest sleep phase when most dreams occur. All right, and that's basically like when the Lord puts you in a trance for a vision. Okay, it's from the left-hand side though. In September 2024, REM Space, a California-based startup, conducted an experiment where two people exchanged messages in their dreams. That's what the article just read. Equipment. Participants wore specially designed, which is what he just said in the video, specially designed devices that track their brain waves and other data remotely. The devices were linked to a central server that monitored their sleep patterns in real time. Communication. When a participant entered a lucid dream, the server generated a random Remio word and sent it to them via earbuds. The participant repeated the word in their dream, and the server captured and stored a response. Now, what's stopping them from adding this to their VR and the XR and the AR technology, man? Nothing. Okay? It says 8 minutes later, the second participant entered a lucid dream, received the message, and confirmed it upon waking. This makes me think about the one movie. Man, I forget the name of it now. But it was Sylvester Stallone, and the one chick, I forget her name. But and she pretty much asked him if he wanted to have sex, and he was, he thought he was about to really, get the kitty and get jiggy with it. And she started to put on all this equipment because they were going to do it, digitally or virtually, however you want to put it. It reminds me of that. Okay. Yeah, he talked about helping people with mental issues reduce nightmares and phobias and be used for skills training. Okay? If not, where and who is he? This led to creation of Remio, A special dream language detected by sensitive sensors, where we talked about electrical signals and those impulses. On September 24th, participants slept at home while their brain activity was monitored with a special device. When the first participant entered a lucid dream, the system sent him a random Remyo word through earbuds. And that's pretty much all we need there, because I'm pretty much just going to, pretty sure it's going to just keep saying the same thing over and over and over. You can look this up for yourself. Just more lying signs and wonders from Esau, man. So, if not, where and who is he? That's the end of the AI chat. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.